All right, Andrew, you ready for it?
Ready.
This Sunday, the Atlanta Falcons take on the New Orleans Saints, but can they beat them?
I don't know. End Zone host Bill Shanks has his outlook on this massive rivalry in tonight's BS Report.
No, I am not going to talk about Georgia. They lost to Clemson. But if they lose to South Carolina on Saturday, you can bet that next week's BS Report will be all about the Bulldogs. Let's instead talk about the Falcons, who open up on Sunday in New Orleans against the enemy. Yes, the New Orleans Saints, the team that the general manager of this TV station actually roots for some strange reason. The Falcons, though, have a big deal this year. They are Super Bowl contenders, at least in the minds of the fan base and, of course, the Falcons players themselves. They got very close last year, almost beating San Francisco, should have beat San Francisco, but they lost. So is this team any better? Well, they've improved the running back situation with Steven Jackson. He's going to be a big force for this offense because he can actually catch the ball out of the backfield. Michael Turner, last year's running back, really could not. So Jackson, who looked very good in the preseason, will be able to maybe open some holes on the ground and also do some damage receiving the ball from Matt Ryan. Of course, Ryan has Tony Gonzalez, the best tight end in the history of the game. He's got the two best wide receivers, really, as far as a unit is concerned, with Julio Jones and Roddy White. And, of course, the big question is the offensive line. Can they protect Matt Ryan? Tyson Clabo was released for financial reasons. Then, in the preseason, Mike Johnson, this player who's been hurt for many years, got hurt again. So Lamar Holmes, a very unproven and untested player, has to perform at a high level, or the Falcons are going to have huge questions on offense. The defense has some issues as well. Osi Manura is now in for John Abraham. Can he be better than Abraham? And also, Croy Bierman is now the man on the other side at defensive end. Can he be that force and really be a pass rusher? The guys in the middle look pretty good, Corey Peters and Jonathan Babineau, and then the linebackers with Sean Weatherspoon could be pretty good as well. The secondary, however, the question mark, Desmond Trufant, Robert Alford, the young rookies, can they combine with Asante Samuel and really do the job? That's a big question. This Falcons team is ready to win a Super Bowl, but the question at offensive line is going to be a big one. Now, I've been saying all offseason that this looks like a Super Bowl contender, but I have to admit to you, the issue at offensive line concerns me. Plus, the schedule is a little bit more difficult than last year. So it may take a couple of months for us to actually know if this team can be a Super Bowl contender. That's not what many Falcons fans want to hear because they are desperate for a Super Bowl, and so are these players. They know this window could be shut very quickly. But we may need a little time to know whether the Falcons are really that good to where they could be a Super Bowl champion.
I don't know about you, but I'm waiting for Bill to bring up Miami again. ACC.
The Hurricanes?
Yeah.
I know he definitely took a break from talking about Georgia, though. He's still bitter about that.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
So we'll drop that note.
We'll let him grieve for a little bit.